Hands up! You're under suspicion! Suspicion? Here's my ID, DEA. Congratulations, you're done.
On a calm afternoon in Brookstone Ridge, a young racist officer spotted a black man standing beside an unmarked car and immediately assumed the worst. He profiled him, barked orders, tried to detain him, and even threatened to tase him, all without a single real reason. What Officer Travis Cole didn't know was that the man he was harassing wasn't just anyone. He was DEA Special Agent Jordan Hale, deep undercover in a federal narcotics operation. And Travis's reckless mistake would end up destroying months of work and costing the department $12 million. Before we continue, welcome to Voices Unchained. Tap that like button, subscribe, and tell us where you're watching from. We love seeing how far these stories travel. The afternoon sun sat high over Brookstone Ridge as Special Agent Jordan Hale stepped out of his dark sedan, stretching his back after hours of still surveillance. He wasn't in tactical gear. No badge visible, no obvious markers of law enforcement, just jeans, a jacket, and a simple watch, exactly how undercover work demanded. 12 years with the DEA had shaped him into a man who didn't need noise to command respect. Calm, measured, intelligent. He'd chased cartel distributors through alleys, infiltrated drug cells, and pulled dozens of dealers off the streets. But here, in a suburb dressed up like perfection, his greatest threat would come from someone wearing the same uniform he'd sworn to honor. And that someone was Officer Travis Cole, 24 years old, 6 months out of the academy, full of eagerness and insecurity, and carrying a quiet mix of bias and bravado that even his instructors had flagged during training. Travis had a habit of building entire stories in his head based on nothing more than appearance. So when he spotted Jordan standing beside an unmarked sedan, quietly checking his phone while scanning the street, he didn't see a federal agent running surveillance. He saw danger where none existed. He saw suspicious behavior. He saw race, and he made the worst decision of his life. Travis slowed his patrol car, staring hard. Jordan noticed the cruiser, but remained calm, adjusted his stance, checked his phone again, and analyzed the street ahead where a suspected fentanyl courier lived. His attention was on the job, but Travis's attention was on him. The patrol car stopped. Red and blue lights snapped on. The quiet street woke up. Jordan's jaw tightened. Travis stepped out, posture stiff, adrenaline rising. His hand hovered near his weapon, not drawn, but close enough to show he was ready for a confrontation he'd invented in his own mind. "Sir," Travis called from several yards away. "Keep your hands where I can see them." Jordan slowly lifted his hands a little higher, not above his head, but clearly visible, calm, controlled. "What's the problem, officer?" Jordan asked. "You were circling the block multiple times." Travis approached with quick, heavy steps. "That's suspicious in a neighborhood like this." Jordan blinked. "Suspicious? Officer, I'm working." "Doing what?" Travis demanded. "You don't live here." Jordan inhaled through his nose, steadying his tone. "This is a sensitive situation. I need you to call your supervisor immediately." To any experienced officer, that line would have caused an instant pause. Civilians don't request supervisors calmly unless they have legitimate authority. But to Travis, it sounded like defiance. "You don't tell me how to do my job," he snapped. "I'm conducting an investigation. Let me see your ID." Jordan kept his voice even. "Officer, I'm warning you." You're warning me?" "Hands behind your back." Travis barked. "Turn around. Now." Jordan's eyes hardened. "I'm standing on a public street. I haven't committed a violation." "You're refusing my commands," Travis insisted, louder now. A neighbor stepped outside, drawn by the police lights. She lifted her phone and began recording. The camera pointed straight at Travis and Jordan. Travis noticed her. He stiffened. And suddenly, the mere presence of an audience pushed him deeper into ego instead of logic. Jordan tried once more. "Officer, listen to me carefully. You're about to make a mistake with serious consequences." "You move again," Travis warned, "and I'll tase your brains out." Jordan let out a slow breath. "All right," he said. "I'm going to reach into my inside jacket pocket. Slowly. I need to show you my credentials." "I said don't reach," Travis shouted, his hand now gripping the taser fully. Jordan didn't move, didn't blink. He'd seen cartel bosses with steadier nerves than this rookie. "Officer," he said softly, "what I'm about to show you will explain exactly why you need your supervisor here. This is your last chance to slow down." But Travis was already spiraling into fear and bravado. "Hands up or I deploy," Travis yelled. Jordan moved deliberately, reaching into his jacket at a speed so slow that even the neighbor's camera captured every inch of the motion. He pulled out a brown leather credential case. He opened it. A gold DEA badge gleamed in the afternoon sun. "I'm DEA Special Agent Jordan Hale," he said. 12 years of service. I'm conducting an active undercover fentanyl investigation in this neighborhood, and you," his voice hardened, "have just alerted every surveillance target within a 6-block radius." Travis froze, the taser lowered slightly. Jordan didn't let up. "My operation is compromised. My team is pulling back. I warned you. I asked for a supervisor. Your refusal has destroyed months of work." Travis looked like he might be sick. At that moment, Officer Riley Dawson arrived as backup. One glance at Jordan's badge and Travis's panicked expression told her everything. What happened?" she whispered. Before Travis could answer, a black SUV pulled up. Sergeant Malik Porter stepped out, his expression sharp. "Hale?" he asked. Jordan nodded once. "Walk me through it." Jordan's explanation was calm, concise, and devastating. Travis stood silent, pale, and staring at the ground like it might swallow him whole. Sergeant Porter closed his eyes briefly, then said the words that sealed Travis's fate. "Officer Cole, step away from the agent. Effective immediately. You're placed on administrative leave, pending investigation." If this moment already has your jaw on the floor, hit that like button right now. Stories like this deserve to be heard, and your support helps push them further than the people trying to silence them. Internal Affairs moved fast. They collected Travis's body cam, Riley's body cam, the neighbor's recording, dispatch logs, Travis's academy evaluations, DEA operation files documenting 4 months of surveillance. The findings were brutal. No reasonable suspicion, racially motivated stop, escalation against a calm subject, failure to call supervision, drawing a taser on a federal agent, compromising a DEA operation, ignoring multiple de-escalation opportunities. Travis wasn't just wrong. He was dangerous, and his department knew it. He was terminated before the month ended. But Jordan Hale wasn't finished. 4 months later, he filed a federal civil rights lawsuit. The courtroom watched the footage from all angles, Travis escalating while Jordan remained calm, measured, and visibly trying to prevent the disaster. Jurors shook their heads, whispered under their breath, even covered their mouths at certain points. When the badge reveal played, one juror actually closed her eyes in disbelief. The verdict took 6 hours. Liable on all counts. The Brookstone Ridge Police Department owed $12 million, $10 million in compensatory damages for the destroyed operation, emotional distress, lost resources, and professional harm. $2 million in punitive damages to ensure nothing like this ever happened again. Travis Cole became a symbol of bias, of reckless policing, of how quickly ego and assumption can destroy everything. He lost his badge, his career, his reputation, his future in law enforcement. Neighbors whispered, local news hounded him, departments statewide blacklisted him. And every time the footage resurfaced online, the comments cut deeper than the last news headline. Jordan Hale, meanwhile, returned to the DEA with the respect of his peers and the support of a community that knew exactly what he endured. If this story opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your city in the comments. Voices Unchained wants to know where you're watching from. And don't forget, never judge a person by the story you invented in your head, because the truth might cost more than you can afford.